Morning, Donny Walker. So, how's everyone going out there? Finally, our rains have kind of stopped here. The floods have settled down a bit. So let's hope we don't get any more. Enough destruction this year. Let's have a great December. Actually, yesterday was unbelievable in Princeton, I think, or somewhere. It was like 22 degrees. Like went from the record rainfall in a month forever to 1st of December was like the highest temperature ever known in Canada in a small town. Unbelievable, eh? Just weird weather pattern. Smoking hot fire season to the floods and then this. So maybe December will be a nice month. It's supposed to be not a bad couple days now, but we'll see how it goes. I just wanted to show you some stuff on some 372X torques and a weird thing I found yesterday on a 3120. So these 372X torques, I'm taking them apart. I'm doing a couple right now for David Worthington in the US. He sent me, he's buying a couple off us, or sent a couple, and doing them. And he also sent me a used 372 with a big bore kit that some fellow in Oregon ported, did a nice job of it. But the bottom end bearing and the side bearing, the clutch went. Good thing it was a nylite cage bearing, or it would the metal cage would have came up and wrecked his nice 75cc cylinder. The piston is damaged, but lucky enough, David, thumbs up, man. I had one 75cc piston left, OEM, and you're getting it. Good timing. So, yeah, I'll get that back together for him and do these 372X torques. And, I mentioned to him, they're not going to have near the power as that one does, but they're fine. He runs 24-inch bars, and they should work just fine. We run 32s on him here in Big Wood, so they should be more than enough for him. He also ran 390s, which he said he didn't get too much time out of them. Maybe they're revving them a little too high with that short bar. So anyways, here's the pistons that I've been taking out of these things lately. Brand new. Look at, already scoring on them on the exhaust side. There's just a little kind of bit of like what I call little pebbles of, on the bottom of this exhaust port and the top, they just didn't radius them enough or clean them up enough, So, it was funny. I took one apart the other day that was stock, never been modified, and the piston was scored in that area pretty good. Then I had another one a few days ago I took apart that was bottom end bearings were gone. The top end was still good, and there was no marks at all, and that's from porting it, Not saying that you need to port every saw in the world to stop stuff like that, but it definitely helps. Gets rid of the imperfections and whatnot. So this 3120, as I was porting a bunch of them the other day, I kind of noticed the side of the transfer port here. See the casting? Look at that casting where that arrow's pointing to. Right there, eh? This doesn't look right, like their mold's getting bad or something from the factory. This is a Molly cylinder. They've never really had many problems with them. So then I was like, okay. I look in the inside too, and you can see the same mark in there, eh? Casting mark right there, eh? So then I thought, you know what? I could JB weld that up, but this thing's brand new from the factory. And it's not fair, so I'm gonna put it in for warranty, because they shouldn't be sending stuff like that. And they didn't probably know that's something hard to see, eh? So let's do a little test right now. I'm gonna put a little 2-stroke oil in here. Set it on this white piece of paper. And that'll tell us if that thing was going to suck air and blow up after the first couple of days. And geez, these 3120 cylinder kits are, I don't know, $700 now or something, or $650 or something, like outrageous. That's in Canadian, Americans might get a little bit better deal, but pretty much about the same. Yeah, kind of a bummer. So that fell. Unfortunately, I didn't have a new one in stock. I had to order another new one to replace this and be better off, because if I didn't notice that, I'd look bad because it blew up. He'd be peed off. And it's a long ways to ship back and forth from eastern US or Canada, where the fellow's from. So good thing I caught that. I found the reason I look at them all now, I had a 461 still a few years ago that my brother's mechanics were working on it, and the still guy even took it to the service center, and he couldn't figure out why it was leaning out and whatnot. And geez, and I had a stab at it, and sure enough, on the 461, let me see, I got an aftermarket one here. It was right around the intake, so this right around the intake boot, right in here, they had some, the Donny cylinders on the 461s have some poor casting too, and there was little holes in it, and you wouldn't have, unless you did a pressure vacuum test, which I think they did, but they didn't find it, so it must have been, as it hot, the cylinder would swell and then give you that problem, eh? And that's what it was doing. It was leaning out like that. Then I found it out, and so now after saying all that, maybe I'm talking a little fast, but I check them all now. I really look them over. So let's have a look here. It's only been a couple seconds, right? Look at that. Sure enough, the oil goes right through that cylinder. Okay. So yeah, man, if you're working on saws or modding them or anything, check that out. Look your stuff over. You just never know. The factories aren't perfect. I even had a couple 572s lately where the side caps and the cylinder, the screws here were loose. So, that's gonna suck air too. And it's nice that the newer Huskies that are coming don't have the side pieces anymore. If you look at this 592 one, it's got the big transfers on the side, like 575 and 576. Very similar, just a bigger bore design, a little bit different scavenging porting on it. Apparently they really rip. Everyone I've talked to, they just love them. So I can't wait. I got this new cylinder for one, but I still don't have a saw yet. I've seen them, I've ran one. Not available in Canada to sell to the market here till beginning of the new year here, February. I think 1st of February, and I believe it's the same in the U.S. So that's enough babbling today, I guess. I just wanted to show you guys that stuff. So I got to get these 372s done, and get back to the shop and get them together for you fine folks. And hey, it's only, 23 days till Christmas. Yeehaw! So don't forget to get your honey and your kids something nice, or whoever is in your life. So hey, keep your saw on the wood. Check out the walkersawshop.com online store. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.